Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vase. This show hasn't been on in a while, and I was taking a break. I probably should still be taking a break, but I'm at the airport. What else is new? And it's kind of like a library in here, so I gotta like speak low and right into the mic. And just as I was going live, I realized I'm at a lounge, but I haven't actually crossed the security check. So that means I have to get out of here earlier in order to make my flight, which is at 3 in the morning. It is currently 1:20 in the morning, and I am in Singapore, flying over to Greece. I've been in Singapore the last few days. I went there right after the Bali Financial Summit. Okay. The live chat is turned off because I just don't feel like reading any comments. The comments to the videos are turned off. I'm gonna set my Twitter back to private because I just don't want to read any more comments, especially comments from those that don't follow me. And I really have no problem, blocking those that do follow me under a private Twitter because then they won't be able to leave any more comments, nor see my tweets. So I don't mind that, right? That's how I'm taking a break right now. But the price has been moving quite a bit, and let's take a look at the price before I get on this flight because I have no idea when the next video is going to be. Hope you guys enjoyed the video with Kim.com. I really like Kim.com. To me, Kim.com is not at the same level as Julian Assange or Snowden, but what the US government is trying to do to Kim.com is on the same level as what they're trying to do to Snowden and Julian Assange. So, um, I gave him hard questions about the token he's going to launch. Uh, it should have been clear that I wish he wasn't doing the token in that way, but he's going through with it. I mean, the sale goes on next week, and you make up your own opinion. Where I stand on his token and many other tokens in the space. Um, I will say this though, like unlike many other tokens in the space, at least I respect the person doing this token, right? Uh, it's even more so than the Reggie Middleton situation, right? I really like Kim.com as a person. I really do. Um, anyway, watch the video, watch Ivan on Tech's video so you understand why people like me have a lot of respect for Kim.com, because, I used Mega Uploads back in the day, and that's what he built. All right, let's go to the charts. I think I only have about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have to go and figure out my airplane situation. All right. We are going straight to the charts, and don't really have anything to promote. No, Unconfiscatable is not on sale yet, and the financial summit's over. So let's go to charts. Here's the monthly chart. It's in Heikinashi form, and the Heikinashi, maybe it'll update today, and it's going to be a little bit different. But as of now, the monthly Heikinashi candle hasn't really changed, right? We just now price flipped. So the monthly chart is only now going bearish. We are above the stop and reverse points on a monthly scale. So that's, something positive. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive lower monthly highs. That is bearish. We have 1, 2 consecutive lower monthly lows. That is bearish. Okay. We are above all the moving averages, and the moving averages are rising. That is bullish. We are on a red 1 sequential, which is neutral. Look at the last time. The last time we had a red 1 sequential, it was preceded by a 9, which happened to mark the low. I'm not an expert at Heikinashi candles, but I see the way they react with sequential, not only on this chart, but I've seen it on other charts. And I really like it, which is why I'm using the Heikinashi monthly candle. The Heikin-Ashi monthly candle marked the top on a 9 combo 13 and the low on a 9 back in December. You know, maybe if I was looking at the Heikin-Ashi charts on a monthly scale like I do now, I probably could have done a better time timing the ultimate low, but you know, hindsight's always 2020. Is this the ultimate low? Probably. It probably is. Am I definitely 100% convinced this is the ultimate low? Absolutely not. But this is not the video to discuss that. So the monthly chart is mostly neutral, but if I was forced to pick a direction, I would lean bearish. Let's go to the weekly chart. The weekly chart is really interesting. Those of you that follow Ugly Old Goat's work. So Ugly Old Goat was in a short trade going into this weekly 9 buy. And the day before the bottom dropped out, he trusted the 9 buy and he switched his short to a long, trusting the 9 buy, and kind of got a little bit wrecked the following day. And we were having a pig roast and we were in a cave and the internet wasn't really working and he wasn't able to get out. And then the next day he was kind of upset that he trusted the 9 buy at $8,000 instead of his own system that wasn't ready for a buy yet. But then the next day, but then after he got wrecked, and wrecked for Ugly Old Goat is not like wrecked for you, for most people, right? Like he knows risk management. It's actually, I shouldn't be calling it wrecked. He called it wrecked. I call it a single losing trade in a dozen winning trades. But to him, that's wrecked. Like he doesn't want to lose any trades. So he had a losing trade, but then he immediately entered a new long after he got liquidated. And because then at that point, not only did my system, or not my system, not only did the TD system line up for a bullish trade, but so did his own system of bases and contango. So, or backwardation, I forget. It's also 2 in the morning, I'm tired. So Ugly Old Goat went back into a long at around 76, 77, or 74. I have no idea. I don't remember. I wasn't watching. And then he cleaned up house on the uptrend, right? So the sequential 9 on a buying opportunity told you this is a critical candle. Now, the first half of the candle slammed down, but the second half of the candle went all the way up. So, I mean, the sequential 9 did its job. If you paid attention to it, was it easy to time and trade? Of course not, but trading's not easy, okay? If anyone told you trading was easy, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Trading's not easy, trading's hard. But the sequential 9 told you that there was a possibility of a huge run up, and there it was, right there. So what would I say about the weekly chart now? The weekly chart had a little bit of a death cross last week. We are on a green 2, but sequential doesn't care about the price. It cares about time. And this green 2 is not above this green 1. So nothing there. Gotta wait. Gotta stay patient. What would I say about the weekly chart? We gotta look at volume. I don't normally look at volume, but in this case, I'll look at volume. The volume is pretty strong. It's a good sign. What are the chances that the low is in? Probably a smidge higher than 50%, but once again, I felt that a bigger correction is needed. Am I comfortable with this being the low for the second half of the year? I'm comfortable with that. You know, if I go over to the daily chart, so you can see the percentage, we fell 47% from the swing high. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty good. Okay. Am I convinced that, you know, the sub bear market within the big bear market is over? No, I'm rather be cautious. I would only call a low if I'm 99% certain. I'm not 99% certain. So right now, what is the weekly chart telling me? It is neutral, leaning bullish. Just like the monthly chart is neutral, leaning bearish, the weekly chart is neutral, leaning ever so slightly bullish. Here's the daily chart. Now, the daily chart is really interesting. If you draw, if you connect these lows, I can even extend it even further, you know, uh, that's a lot of lows to connect. And right here, we kind of perfectly hit this arrow. I mean, I kind of drew it randomly, but it's just kind of funny. And that was a Fibonacci line. That was a channel support line. And I'm not surprised that we finally back tested to the bottom of the triangle. And we were so far extended below the death cross. This was a terrible shorting opportunity. And this is what I teach in my workshops. For those that come to my workshops, you know that I would never short something that far away from a death cross, nor long something this far away from a golden cross. So I'm not surprised that we went into the death cross. I am a little surprised that we went above 9,000, but we still have not closed above the setup trend line. We have not closed above the 128-day moving average, which is now declining. And we are now consolidating. Now, sequential is telling you to be bullish here. But so if I had to, I wouldn't trade this right now. I would wait. But if I had to answer the question, am I bullish or bearish the daily chart? I am neutral, leaning bullish, but looking for a bigger pullback down into these moving averages. So maybe I should be completely neutral and put this in a no trade because of what happened. I don't have much time. I will just point out that on a 4-hour chart, that's a 12-hour chart, I don't care. On a 4-hour chart, there was it not only did it bottom right near a 9 on a 4-hour chart after the big drop, and I'm pretty sure that in my last video from the class, I was talking about how, you're coming up on a 9 on a 4-hour, this thing might slow down. And it tops on a 9, and that remains the top today. And right now, it's kind of bearish, moving into a moving average. So I would not be trading right now. I know there's a lot of volatility. I know everybody wants to trade, but right now, this thing could be in a bull market and still pull back to the $8,500 range while being in the bull market. This could have been bullshit, and we're still going to make new lows. And it's amazing how I'm being blamed for having insider information and knowing what's going on. And this is another reason why I turn off comments. If you got wrecked in this move and you are blaming manipulation, once again, I will give you two solutions. One, go trade Apple and NASDAQ, Apple and Amazon stocks instead of Bitcoin. That's solution number one. Solution number two, go be an Uber driver. Okay? If you're complaining about manipulation in Bitcoin, oh no, there is a solution number three. Become a regulator and walk into the exchange with a badge and police it to make sure there's no manipulation. Okay? Those are your three options. Okay? Don't complain about it and trade it. Okay? Either go trade something that's liquid that you feel is not manipulated by some whale or some exchange, get out of get out of this industry, or go regulate. Those are your choices. Or build a better exchange. Build an exchange that's not uh, manipulating the price, and try to get all the volume onto it. There's your fourth solution. Okay. Complaining that it's manipulated because you lost money on a trade is ridiculous. Okay, I don't care about shit coins. I'm curious about gold. Oh, gold took a nice little nosedive. I think gold will pull back to this 38% Fibonacci, the thing that it broke to kick off the big move, and then it'll be a moment of truth. Is gold ready for a bull market or not? I heard the S&P 500 hit a new all-time high. Am I surprised? Absolutely freaking not. Absolutely not. I've been bullish the S&P 500 all along, and here we are again, new all-time high. Excellent. And I don't have time to get into stocks. But Lyft, hey, anyone that bought after a 50% correction, you did well. All right, guys, that's it for me. If you want to support my work, please check out the affiliate page. If you're trading in US jurisdictions, you have eToro, you have LVL. If you're trading in foreign jurisdictions, you have Deribit. Maybe there'll be another one as an option. If you're using TradingView, please use the link. That helps support this free YouTube channel. And I did disable the live chat, and I did disable the comments, and my Twitter is going to go back to private because I'm just tired of reading stupid comments, guys. I'm sorry. There it is. There's my thoughts on the market. I am off to Greece. My flight departs very soon. Another 13-hour flight from Singapore to Athens, and then we'll see. We'll see where to next. It looks like I am skipping Portugal. That conference unfortunately did not work out. And Unconfiscatable will go on sale probably next week or this weekend, but very, very soon. Okay. But mark the dates. It's in February. Check out the site. All right, guys. That's it for me. Saying goodbye from Singapore Airport. See some of you in Athens tomorrow. Bye, guys.